Hi everybody. So today we are beginning a new module of learning. We just finished up our module on area and learning how much space a shape can take up. So area of a shape. Now we're going to learn about perimeter of a shape. I like to think about perimeter as like the rim, R-I-M, of a figure. So area is going to be all the stuff on the inside. Perimeter, or the rim, is the outside edge. Okay? Perimeter is the outside edge of a figure. So we're going to learn about that today. Our essential question is, how can you find perimeter? Well, perimeter is the distance around a figure. So I have here today a geoboard. It's a board that has these little pegs, and you use rubber bands to make shapes. It says you can find the perimeter of a rectangle on a geoboard or a dot paper by counting the number of units on each side. So first we're going to find it on the geoboard, then we're going to put it onto dot paper. So let's read our question. It says, make a rectangle on the geoboard that is 3 units on two sides and 2 units on the other two sides. Okay, so we are making a rectangle that is 3 units by 2 units. All right, easy enough. So I have my little rubber bands, and I'm going to stretch them. There's 1 unit. There's 2 units. All right, so I have 2 units on one side, and then I need to do 3 units. So 1, 2, let's do one more, 3. So now I have 2 units on one side, just like my paper says, and 3 units on the other. Now I need to do it all the way around. So I'm going to do 2 on the bottom to match my top because it's a rectangle, so opposite sides are parallel and equal. And then I need to do 3 coming back up. Oh, it's really easy to snap your finger on these. All right, so I have a rectangle on my geoboard, and it is 1, 2, 3 units on 2 sides, and then it is 2 units on 2 sides. Okay, now it says to draw my rectangle on the dot paper below. All right, so here's my rectangle. I need to draw it. Well, I have 1 already finished. There's 2, 3. Then I need to go 1, 2, up 3, and over 2. There is my rectangle. I used my geoboard to see it large, and I used a certain number of rubber bands. And then I drew it on my dot paper. Same thing, just smaller. So now we can write the length next to each side of our rectangle. Let's start on the geoboard. How many rubber bands did I use to create this side? Well, I used 1, 2, 3. So that length is going to be 1, 2, 3. How about on the bottom? I used 1, 2 rubber bands. Same thing, 1, 2. So 2 units. How about on this far side? I used 1, 2, 3 rubber bands. 1, 2, 3 dots. And on the top, I used 1, 2 rubber bands. I have 1, 2 units. Okay, we've labeled it. We know how many we used. Now it says add the number of units on each side. Okay, so I have 2 units plus 3 units plus 2 units plus 3 units. Well, 2 and 3 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10. So the perimeter of this rectangle is 10 units. 10 units. When we're finding perimeter, we are finding the outside edge length. the outside edge length, the distance around a figure. Let's look at the last question on this page. How would the perimeter of the rectangle change if the length of the two sides was 4 units instead of 3? Well, let's try that. Instead of 4 units, it's going to be 3. I still have 2 units on the top, and then I need to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still 2 units on the bottom, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 2 units and 2 units, and then 4 and 4. So let's add that up. 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4 equals 2 and 4 is 6. Oh, sorry. 2 plus 4 is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 units. So since I increased the length of my side by 1 on each side, my perimeter increased by 2. Increased by 2 units. So when we were finding area, the inside, we were multiplying. Now we're finding perimeter, and we are adding. Perimeter is addition, area is multiplication. Let's do one more page together. Go ahead on to your next slide.